Have you had difficulty converting your video viewers into paying clients? There are two things that I want to share with you today. I wish I knew this earlier, and that's why I'm sharing it with you now, so that for those of you that are already doing videos, or it could also apply to some of you that are posting on social media. The reason why it is difficult to convert your viewers and listeners and audience into paying clients is not necessarily what you think it is. If you're watching this and you're meeting me for the very first time, this is Olu Sobanjo with the Storysellers Consulting, where we help you create awesome videos that grab the attention of your ideal audience, build trust with them, and sell more without feeling like you're losing your dignity or losing your sanity in the process. They told you that you needed to create a Facebook group so that you can convert clients. Or maybe they didn't tell you, you just saw that everybody else was creating Facebook groups, or people were going live and they were sharing, or people were posting online, and you felt this is what I should do, this is what I need to start doing right away. And so you started to do this, and it takes a while actually to put your thoughts together to say this is what I'm going to be talking about. It takes a lot of time. For those of you that have courses here that you either sell or want to sell for $1,000 or more, if you can relate with this, how long did it take you to create your course? You can put how long it's been for you, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, maybe 5 years, right? The thing is, every single product that you put out there, it takes time, and it takes refining and fine-tuning and all of that. And so you spend all this time to come up with what you're going to sell. Then you spend so much time to come up with who you're going to sell it to. You spend so much time now crafting how you're going to communicate to them in a way that gets their attention. And then you begin to communicate, but it doesn't attract the people that need it. It doesn't convert them. Usually what this brings is, it brings to the surface some of the challenges that you personally may not even know that you had before you started doing this. Because most of the times for us as coaches and consultants, transformational leaders, you've gone through a transformation and you feel, I can do that for others. And so you create a service, you create a program that helps people achieve the same thing that you were able to achieve for yourself. Like yesterday, I was just talking about how I was going through my Vimeo account, and then I found this old video that I had created. This was like 2020, so that's like 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. And I was talking about how to 2x or 10x or 5x your current income. And as at the time when I was doing that video, I had moved from my previous income to, at that point, I had 4x my income. And I felt like, you know what, I can help others to do the same. And so I was doing this series. It was a 3-video series that helps you to move from brand new to I'm selling my service now, and I can see 2x, 5x, 10x. As I was going through that, I just got a moment, and I was like, oh my, from the time I did that video to now, I have more than 10x'd my income at the time of the video. If you don't have simple processes that works, you're going to continue to go over and over. And like I just mentioned, you can 4x, you can 2x, you can 5x, you can 10x, and you don't need to be a guru to be able to do that. You can just be you, regular, just like me here. Just regular me. I'm just 1 or 2 more steps ahead of you. And you can do that. I want you to be able to clearly go through processes that would help you. And that's what the Golden Method is all about. The Golden Method is my proprietary method that I use with my clients to convert clients with videos, to become respected experts, to move from being hidden heroes and nervous leaders to becoming respected experts, somebody that has niche authority. When you have niche authority, it converts clients. Obviously, there's lots and lots of little pieces here and there that you need to implement. So tell me in the chat, have you ever felt like things are not looking the way they promised me? Now, the question is, who promised you? You were the one that said you wanted to have a business online. And so all the gurus out there came and promised you that you can do it overnight, right? But your overnight success could be like 20 years, 10 years of hard work. But why I share here is to reduce the time for you so it doesn't become 20 years or 30 years, right? Who has 20, 30 years to be doing all this, right? So 2 things that you need to pay attention to. The first thing that I want you to see is that the reason why you're having difficulty converting viewers from your videos to paying clients is there are some things that you have as blocks that you don't know right now. And part of those things are things that we work on in personal development. For example, if you have fear of rejection, this is a limiting attitude or limiting belief that is going to delay the progress that you need to see in your business. And this is the reason why you need to have a coach, because there are some things that you are not able to see that another person is able to see, especially when it's someone that has done what you want to do, someone that has achieved what you want to achieve. You want to be in their space. You want to be in communications with them so that they can help you see your blind spot, so that they can help you see what is holding you back. For example, the fear of rejection is written all over you. When people watch your videos, they might not be able to place their hand on what the fear is, but the fear of rejection is a big one because you're like, I'm doing all this. I'm hoping that somebody is going to respond and they're not responding. And so I begin to feel rejected. And I didn't want them to make me feel like this. I don't know if you've ever felt like this before. I have felt like this, especially when it comes to the conversions. Many of my clients know that when you look at the views, the number of views, the number of likes, the number of comments, these are great. But some of these are vanity metrics. Somebody can be watching your video and you don't know who they are. They didn't like, they didn't comment, they didn't do anything. I have too many examples of people that would not comment, they would not do anything. They would just say, how can I join? Because sometimes your ideal clients are afraid to show up online. And so if you put your video out there and they don't respond, you think it's because they're not interested. Obviously, you still need to get better at doing what you do, right? At communicating clearly the service that you provide and how it can help them. But as you're learning, these people are going to begin to run. They're going to be hiding. But if you learn how to master the words and the things that you're doing, and this is why the Go Live Everyday Challenge is extremely important for you. If you're on the challenge, I want you to take this seriously, because once you master how to communicate with your people, first of all, you understand what you're doing, okay? The Go Live Everyday Challenge and the club helps you to have an full understanding of what you're doing, right? And now you know what to look out for, what's working and what's not working. So if you have your back end and your strategy nailed and you're always refining and fine-tuning with your coach, you start to see that your fear of rejection starts to diminish because they're not rejecting you. You're still helping them. All right. So that's number one thing that I'd like to share with you, that every single person that is a transformational leader has an area of their own personal growth that needs to be fixed. Because you're still figuring out, you're still not sure, you're still afraid they're not going to listen to you, or you're still angry that they didn't respond. And you actually start to feel entitled. This is one of the part of my course in the Get Clients with Video program. The leader's persona must always increase. And so for you as a leader, a transformational leader, a coach or consultant that wants to not just influence people, but you want people to pay $1,000 and more for your program, you need to realize that you're growing as well. And it's okay to admit that you're growing. It's okay to deal with the fear of rejection and actually say to yourself, yeah, I will push through and I'm not going to give up. I don't know if you've ever felt like this before. You go into a meeting and this person is going to sell you something. You know that it's a sales call and they ask you some questions and you avoid answering the question they're asking you because you're like, if I tell them everything, they're going to use my information and they're going to make me buy this thing by all means. And so you don't want to share. We're all human. Sometimes we have the fear. The people that you're talking to also, they have the same kind of experience that is going on. It may not be exactly like yours, but it would be something similar to that. So make sure that you look at yourself and you see, what are some areas of my own personal growth that I need to bring to the surface, or that my video and my frustrations are bringing to the surface. And once you know that, what you're going to begin to see is you're going to begin to create a strategy and processes that would confidently allow you to convert clients from your videos, because now you're able to relate to them and you're able to communicate their language, and they can see that the same way you have the fear of rejection, they maybe also have some fear related to that, right? So you have to come from that position and you'll be able to connect with your people. The second thing that I'd like you to know, and I wish I knew earlier, is that when you go into the online space, coaches and gurus are going to tell you the end result of what you're supposed to get and what you're supposed to see. And that's normal. With communication, you kind of have to see how it's going to look like at the end. But that usually messes our brains up. And so what you think is, I need to make it really fancy. I need to make it look like my guru that I'm watching. And so when you go watch the video of the guru that is guiding you, in their own video, it says, click on the link below and you're going to be able to join my mastermind, blah, 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 or my masterclass. And because for you also, you want to have a mastermind, your program is a mastermind. And so you say, okay, I'm going to create a club. You create a club and then you say to people, click on the link below to join the club. And people just look at you and they ignore you. Again, rejection and frustrations come after that. You see, the call to action and the next step that you give your people is by far the most important thing that you need to learn and you need to pay attention to. If you give someone the next step that is not what they need and what they're supposed to be doing next with you, based on where they are and their relationship with you and your work, so there's a lot of tentacles there. If you don't master it very well, you're going to be giving them a call to action that will not convert. You need to know exactly who you're creating that video for and know exactly where they are with you in their own journey, but also with you, and then give them the exact call to action that they need. Now, I break this all down inside of the Go Live Everyday Challenge and different call to actions, different strategies that you're going to use. So for anyone that is here and you'd want to know, how do I actually create a process with my videos out there? Inside of the club, you have 3 structures of videos. So we have the Go Live Everyday Challenge that you can do for the first run. Then after that, you have another content calendar that you can do on your profile. You have another content calendar that you can do in your group. So you have too many options that you can adapt to your own industry and in your own niche so that you can start to practice. Now, I'm saying this for those of you that are inside the club, take advantage of what's in there and keep doing your videos. But know one thing for sure, that anyone that is watching your video, if they're following you, if they're in your group, whatever it is, they need the solution. Now, the question usually sometimes is, are they able to afford the service that you provide? Most of the times, yes. I would say 95% of the times, yes. Anybody that is in your world can afford it. But now sometimes, usually, it's the value system. Somebody can take their funds and go out to a restaurant and enjoy themselves or travel or do all these things, but they've not put their own personal development or business development on that same level. So it's your content would bring them and move them to that level as well. And if you want to know more about how to join the club, please say me in the chat and I'll be very glad to share with you the link. Again, you can get a 7-day trial for $7. You can cancel anytime. After that, it's at this point $97 a month. The price is always changing. When we started, it was $47. And after this, it's going to go up from $97 also soon.